What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Oh boy, do I have a lot of bad news to talk about with you guys. Maybe some good news too. There might be some light at the end of this dark, deep, black tunnel that we have to go over, but we are not looking good in any sense. The S&P 500, as of yesterday, or honestly the past 2 days, Thursday and Friday, have done absolutely horrendous here. We had a massive sell-off. We're back down to our May lows here, but we are doing terrible, horrendous. This is horrible. This is not good for the economy. You can see in the past 3 days, we have fallen 6.2% very quickly, very rapidly. This is not a good sign. Flash forward, Bitcoin, which has not yet broken through its descending fractal, which is most likely going to come here. We're very pessimistic and bearish right now. There's a very good chance we'll be breaking through our bottom support at 28K very soon and probably falling down at $20,000. Ethereum has already broken through its bottom support here, entering a short trade that we are now in to the downside here. We are, yes, oversold, but we did enter a trade the second we closed below this bottom support. So we are shorting this now. XRP, we're also going to put in a short as well if you guys were interested, but that's what I'm doing. We closed below our support here for the first time, so I am putting in a short. We are most likely going to be getting rejected off of this, so there's a lot to talk about here. I also want to talk about the reason why the S&P 500 is dumping, because if you guys have not been paying attention, the inflation data came out for May, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And this is not a good sign for everybody in the US understanding what's to come. This means we've pretty much seen the groundhog. The groundhog has seen its shadow, and we are most likely going to see another couple months of bear market and bear crypto and stock market winters. So let's get ready, guys. There's a lot to talk about here. Inflation data, I don't want to spoil it, but it was not good in the slightest. It just kind of gave you a little peek. With that being said, though, guys, today's video is brought to us once again by REVOLAND. As you guys can see here, REVOLAND is a really cool esport game based on blockchain technology. Challenge yourselves with various game modes. They have NFTs as well as their own cryptocurrency. It's really cool. They actually have a lot of development going on within REVOLAND 2. The gameplay, the actual game itself is really developed, unlike some other cryptocurrency games that we've seen in the past here. So more information about REVOLAND, as well as their new DAOs that are coming out very soon, as well as other things and their new partnerships, will be at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. All right, guys, before we jump into today's video and the technical analysis, really quickly, remember, I do have a finance channel here. We're at 464 subs. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a giveaway. As you know, this is the cryptocurrency channel, Crypto TV. I started my own personal finance channel called Hayden Schreier, my name, which is linked down in the description. Make sure to check out this video here. It's doing really well. It's actually starting to trend, which is pretty awesome here for just starting this channel here. But there's a lot of crazy information going on in this video, so definitely check this out. Link down in the description below. But more importantly, diving into today's video, I don't even know where to start. I would like to start with cryptocurrencies, but I feel like I just can't control myself, and we have to talk about the S&P super quickly, why this is a bad sign, and why this is most likely going to send cryptocurrency much lower. So inflation data came out, which is why we saw this major dump here. As you guys know, and I just have an article to pull up, we'll talk about this inflation data, and or actually, I'm going to just show you guys the inflation report first, then we'll kind of read the article a little bit. But if you guys have not been paying attention, so we had March here. March was the worst month in inflation in 40 years. We have not seen a worse month in years. 40 years, 4 decades. We've had very good inflation levels, 2, 3, 4, 5%. Really nothing bad. Unfortunately, March saw an 8.5%, spike, which was insane, and we were not looking good. And obviously, we were all feeling it. And the problem was we had a lot of things that we decided to do. We started raising interest rates, the government, in March. Raising interest rates, mortgage rates, all that stuff went up, and it was supposed to curve inflation, maybe peaking inflation at 8.5%. We'd maybe start to see us go lower, and this was exciting. Come April, we had 8.3%. 3%, which is why we saw the S&P 500 in April actually start to, or that's a total lie. April, actually, we saw us correct downwards. So that's a lie. Let's not go on that theory. But in April, we actually saw inflation come down, which was exciting to some people, which could have caused another reason for us to maybe start to head back up. Unfortunately, a lot of people were assuming that May would be slightly lower, not 2% or 3%, but maybe 8.1%, a little bit lower than where we've been the past 2 months. Unfortunately, we came back with inflation data higher, not only than April, but higher than March, the highest level we've been in 40 years, which is terrible. This is really bad news, and this is really bad for the economy. So that is scaring a lot of people. We're most definitely going to be entering a recession now. This is not a good sign. I don't want to spend too much time talking about inflation. I know you guys want to talk about XRP, but just as you guys can see, we've reached its highest level of inflation in more than 4 decades as surging energy and food prices pushed prices even higher, which is not a good sign. And this crashed the market, dumped the market very quickly, scaring a lot of people. This is not a good sign. Gas is exploding. Everything is exploding up, and this is not a good sign. So lots of things we're going to have to talk about on my finance channel come this week here. But moving forward with the with cryptocurrencies here. As you guys know, we've been inside a major descending triangle for quite some time now. Falling wedges right here. We talked about this stair-stepping pattern here. Once we hit a bottom, we knew to buy in or short. We knew we had a price floor. We had a price ceiling right here inside this channel here. We discussed very specifically that if we break through our price floor, we would buy in for a short. As you guys can see, last night we closed very slightly below. And honestly, if you guys want to play it even more conservative, I already entered a trade because I have been dying to enter a trade here. But because we're starting to trend slightly lower, if you wait for today's market to close, let's say we close here, this is a good sign to buy in for a short. But I've already entered it, so we're kind of just floating right now. We're going to see what's going on. But the reason we entered that is because not only do we close below price floor, we're in a symmetrical triangle, which clearly looks like it's breaking bearish. We're hitting major resistances up top here, which got rejected. So we are starting to correct lower. So there's a very good chance we are going to dump very substantially, very quickly on XRP's chart, which is why we entered a short position. Ethereum, we also entered a short position. Ethereum, which was, it would have been better if XRP closed like this, which with much more of a candle closure, but we didn't. Still, regardless, Ethereum, good time to be shorting here. So we did enter a short on this. Just going to extend this out a little more, We're inside once yet again, a big descending fractal here since the start of April here. So we're continuing to do these lower high drops, boom, boom, boom. So now you can see we just closed below this, which is not a good sign for the markets. We're rejected off this top resistance continuously. We've consistently been rejected off this resistance here, causing us to fall quite substantially. And you can see it causes us to dump very low in the price here. So we have entered a short on XRP and on Ethereum. Ethereum is most likely going to fall now to 1265, somewhere around that. Bitcoin, we have yet to enter a trade. I want to, but we can't because we're still in this sideways channel here. So once we break through this support, we'll enter a short. Vice versa, if we break through the price ceiling at 31K, we'll enter a long, but most likely going to drop. Obviously doing so on Bityard. Check out Bityard, link down in the description, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website that we like to use here on the channel. But I really just wanted to give you guys this quick update here as markets are not doing good. The S&P 500 is getting wrecked. Ethereum, Ethereum and XRP have short positions opened. Small, low leverage short positions open. Bitcoin, we're waiting for the confirmation, but markets are not doing good at all. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I do want to talk more about REVOLAND with you. I want to give a huge shout out to REVOLAND for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, REVOLAND is a blockchain-based multiplayer online battle arena game where players can gather friends to form a team, fight with others, and earn token rewards for their individual skills. Now, REVOLAND's gameplay is designed to combine players' individual skills and teamwork to challenge themselves in a variety of game modes with attractive ranking rewards updated monthly. Now, according to REVOLAND's white paper, hero skins, props, and pets in REVOLAND are all NFT assets and can be freely traded in the NFT market. REVOLAND boasts that with their successful team and significant partners, they will see huge popularity in the interest of their NFTs and their project. Now, in anticipation for their upcoming Launchpad 2.0, IGOs, partnerships, and even IDOs, make sure to join their whitelist and follow their socials so you don't miss their launch. And in recent news, Wobby Global is scheduled to list Revo or REVOLAND coin on June 20th of 2022, which is great news. Now, REVOLAND has a ton of IDOs launching, and some on BitGet, and some are even internal. Now, starting June 13th, the registrations for their Launchpad 2.0 officially opens, with a $3,000 BGB prize pool. Not only that, REVOLAND is happy to introduce their new market maker partner, Alameda Research, a leading trading firm backed by internally developed technology and crypto expertise, which allows them to trade thousands of digital assets from all major coins to altcoins and even derivatives. Anyways, back to what I was saying, to explore the various experiences of the event, players will need REVOLAND's native replaceable token Revo, and this is an NFT ticket that is actually designed to be used solely as an interoperable utility token for the game's ecosystem. Moreover, the other token called LAN is the main currency used in REVOLAND's operation and can be earned by playing the game. Now, REVOLAND is developed by ChainX Game, a metaverse game development company from London, which is focusing on traditional games plus blockchain developments. Now, REVOLAND is devoted to exploring the feasible combination of traditional games and even chain games, and the partners of REVOLAND are composed of experts and talents from multiple industries, including business planning, technology integration, blockchain system development, game production, game publishing, and much more. Now, it is obvious that the development trend of Web3 and the power of GameFi are going to reshape the future of the gaming industry. And at present, GameFi is still in the early stage and facing multiple challenges, including a lack of diversification, poor user experience, a high threshold for player participation, incomplete ecosystems, and many other problems. Now, REVOLAND was born as an offer for these demands. The REVOLAND game depends on communities to help empower the platform. Likewise, the development team is constantly engaging with their community to determine which games and features are most sought after by the community. Now, this helps ensure that resources are spent delivering the games and experiences that people want and producing assets that are uniquely tailored to its community. Now, the purpose of REVOLAND's team is to build an open chain game aggregation platform, linking games to gamers, to guilds, and the whole GameFi community. So guys, if you want to check out REVOLAND or join their IDOs, make sure to join their social media and check out the links in the description of today's video so you don't miss out on any future IDOs or listings. Otherwise, shout out to REVOLAND for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.